Okay. Okay, fine. So till now, like what I have discussed. Okay, so this Java installation, like I don't think so I have to waste much time here. And then Eclipse, you can, I have shared the link also. If you don't have like the link of the Eclipse, you can directly go through this link and you can download the Eclipse. And the Maven I already saw you, and the TestNG also you can do from the marketplace. So this was the local setup, like you can do it. And after that, I will directly jump to the Selenium. So the first thing, let's see, I will tell you like how you can start your Selenium project. So anyone here like who is like totally new into the automation, like he don't know or she don't know at all about this automation? You can speak up, like if any question.
So is it about automation testing?
Yeah, so like about automation testing, like they just started their first day in the automation. They don't have
Yeah,
any
this is the first time I'm going through the automation testing, so I'm really unaware of the basics of automation testing.
Okay, fine. So like for that, like those like who they're completely new to the automation, so I will just like I will not give much time or for the basic thing, but I can suggest you like what all things you can go ahead, and from there you can learn like some basic things. So the first thing you have to focus more on to this Java. So like Java oops concept and all, right? So you have to go through the basic of Java. So anyhow, like I will cover that things also, but I will share some links from there. You can be prepared. The second thing is like for the Selenium. So let's see, there are two things. So directly writing Selenium code into Java, or you can use the as a Maven framework. Okay, so for that, what I'm going to do, I will directly start with the Maven. Okay, so what I'm going to, let's say I'm going to create a Maven project first. So how you can do, you have to go to this file section, then new. So if you are creating a Java project, then you have to click to Java. Otherwise you have to go to the project section, and here you can see this Maven option, right? So again guys, like if you have not installed this M2E plugin, right, what I have shown you into the help section, into the marketplace. So if Maven plugin has been not installed yet into the Eclipse, you will not able to find this option like file, and once you'll go to this project, right, you will not able to find this Maven project here. So first you have to install that Maven plugin if you are using the older Eclipse. If you are going to use the newer Eclipse, then automatic this section will come. And after that, you have to choose here this Maven project from here. And let's say you have started this Maven project, go to the next option. So here it is asking for the location, like on which location you want to put this project. So I'm just choosing this by default option, like whatever the Eclipse workplace is there. I'm going to click next, and here it will reflect some artifact ID and the version. So we'll just wait a couple of minutes. Okay, so you can see there are multiple artifact ID there, right? So what I'm going to choose here, I will choose for this Maven quick start something. So let's say I will filter with the quick start. So you can see here, right, Maven archetype quick start. So I'm going to select this one and going to next. So after that, let's say you have to declare two things. So the first thing is the group ID of your project, and second thing is the artifact ID of your project. So I'm going to select, let's see, anything you can write here. So let's say Selenium Maven project. Okay, and you can copy the same one into artifact ID as well and finish. So once I have done there, so you can see here Selenium Maven project. Okay, so this was the project which I have created, right now. I will close this, the opened one. Okay, so this is the project. You can see my screen, correct? Okay, so this is the project which I have created right now, this Selenium Maven project. And inside that, you can see this pom.xml. This one file has been created automatic. Okay, so this, what is the pom.xml? So this is the heart of our, Maven project. So whatever things you are going to install, like either it's dependency or any plugin or anything, right? So the complete project will be controlled from this pom.xml only. Okay, so everything will come here. So by default, you can see this JUnit dependency has been already, the dependency is there. So what does it mean? So it means like once you'll go to this Maven dependency folder, you can see there are some few jar file is there, right? So from where this jar file has come? From this dependency only. So let's say I'm going to remove this dependency. What it will happen? Let's see. So I will just cut this one and save it. So you can see automatic. There is no dependency present in the left side project. Correct? Okay, we have done something wrong here. Control Z. Okay, so I will just remove one dependency from here. Let's see. And after that, you can see few dependency as deleted automatic. So what will happen in the next time, if you want to add any dependency, you have to add the dependency of that particular thing, and automatic the Maven will be download for you. You don't have to download manually. So if you are not creating a Maven project, that time how you are using Selenium. So for that time, I will tell you, you have to go manually and you have to search for the Selenium. Let's say Selenium. So I'm going to download Selenium. Okay. So you have to go here manually and you have to download from here, whatever the latest version and all. And that once you will download that particular Selenium, you have to import into your project manually. But in the case of Maven, you don't have to do anything. And what you have to do, you simply have to go here and you have to put the dependency of your Selenium here. And Maven will automatically download your, all dependency at the jar file of the Selenium and will put you into your project. So for that, what you have to do, you have to just search this Selenium Maven. Okay, so let's say I'm going to use this 3.41, or I have already. So from here, you can, let's say once you select this one, you can find it out, right? This is the Maven dependency, correct? So you have to just copy from here and you can paste it out here. So I will see like whatever the, which latest Maven I'm using into my another project 4.3. Okay, so I'm using this one. So what I will do, I will just copy from here and I will put it here. Okay, so as of now, you can see this was my our project, right? Selenium Maven project. This not this one. Our project is this one. Okay, so this was our project, and in this one, you can see in the left side there is no Selenium dependency at as of now. But after putting this dependency into the pom.xml, and once you save it, you can see there are multiple Selenium. Anyone have any question? Yeah, hello. Okay, fine. So you can see once I put this dependency here, automatic this Maven have downloaded all dependency for you in the left side. Okay. What is the second thing? So we require this test-ng as well, right? So for the test-ng also you have to do the same thing. So we'll see test-ng later. Like as of now, my aim is I have to launch this Chrome browser, right? In the Selenium. That is the first aim of any one. Okay. So as can you please go on to mute if you don't have any question? Okay, I have wait. Okay, fine. So what I have till now, what I have done, I have created this Maven project, and only things I have added this Selenium dependency here. So automatic the dependencies came into this Maven dependency folder. Now the next target, what I will do, you can see here this src test Java and src make Java. So once I will explain you, like going to this framework, that time I will explain you like what is the use of this folder and all. But as of now, I will simply create a class, and then there I will write few command of line, and it will help you to launch your browser. So this, there are two by default package has created, right? So I will delete this one. This is not of my use. Okay, and I will create my own package here. And here I will write, let's see. And inside that, I'm going to create a class. So I definitely require the main method, and the class name I'm writing launching browser. Okay, so this class has been created, launch browser, and the main method is also created here. So here I'm going to write our, the first Selenium code, which will help to launch a browser. So for that, 1 second. Okay, so I was telling, like, there are multiple way to launching a browser. So again, if you are want to launch either Chrome or either Firefox, you require a driver, right? So our next target will be downloading a driver. Sorry, so till now it's done. So here I will write like what I have things I've done. So the first thing what I've created, I've created a Maven project. After that, I have done this Selenium dependency, right? Selenium dependency is done. And now I'm going to launch a Chrome driver or Firefox driver. So for that, I required a driver need to be installed in our system, right? So let's see, for the Chrome, I required this Chrome driver, Gecko driver for Firefox. Okay, so for that things, from where you can go get it. So directly you to go to Google, and you have to search this download Chrome driver. Download Chrome driver. Okay, so the first link itself you can see, right? WebDriver, Chrome driver. Second one is WebDriver for Chrome. Okay, not this one. Correct. So this is the URL from where you can get this Chrome driver, and there are multiple version of the Chrome driver available here, right? 92, 91, 90, 89. So now the thing is, like, which driver I need to install. So that is also a question, because sometimes what will happen, if you like download the this Chrome driver, but it will not work for in your project, or it will not launch your Chrome. So the reason behind it, whatever the version you are using, like the Chrome version, right? So you have to download the specific version of the driver as well. So how you can find your Chrome version? That you can directly search this about Chrome. This one. This is the keyword for getting a version. So Chrome version, once you will type, you can see I'm using this 91.0. So this is my Chrome version. Okay. So you can check in your system as well, and you have to download the corresponding version of driver from here. Okay, so either let's say 89 or 90 90 or 91. So I'm using this 91.0, correct? So I'm going to download this one. So I have to download this one. So from here you can download. Okay, and same from Gecko driver. So you have to go and search this Gecko driver. And from here you can download this Gecko driver. So if you are using Windows, you can download this one. I'm using Mac, so I can use either this or this. Okay, so from here you can download this driver, and after downloading, where it will go. So that things I will tell you. Selenium driver. Okay, so it will come as a zip file. Okay, And once you will unzip, so you can see this Chrome driver, right? So it will come in this way, and once you will unzip, it will come in this black one, this Chrome driver. The same for the Gecko driver, you have to do it. So what is the next step? Either you can keep your driver here, or you can move into like some specific folder. So what I used to do, I always used to bring back that driver into my Eclipse folder itself. So here I will just create a folder here, Selenium Maven project. Okay, so here I'm going to just create a folder here, and let's say I'm going to write a driver, and I will put my driver here. So I have already present driver in my earlier project driver. Okay, I will just copy here and I will paste it here. Okay, so once you people also download from the Google, you can put back your driver here, or either you can put like anywhere in your local machine. That is not issue. The only things you have to do, you have to give the path of your driver into your code. So I will tell you like in the next step. Second thing, like the person who is using Mac one, I have seen like there are like multiple issue coming into the driver. So once you will download the driver, what you have to do, you have to go into the properties and make sure this read and write option is there, right? So this option has been checked. Like in by default, it will be unchecked. Okay, like to execute. So once you will use this one, it will create some issue during launching. And it will show some error, like the driver is not able to launch or something. So that time you have to give the permission to execute. And this issue, I guess, only getting into Mac, not into this Windows one. If you are getting issue in the Windows, you can do the same for Windows as well. Okay, so my driver is ready. What next? So the next thing, okay, where we is, okay, so we are here. Now driver is ready and my Selenium is also ready into through the pom.xml. Now the next step is like how you are going to launch your this driver, right? So for that, the first step we have to write, 1 second. Okay, so this is the web driver manager. Okay, so I'll just copy few line of code from here. I will explain you what is the use of this one. As of now, I'm just commenting all code. Okay, so as I told you, like where you have Selenium Maven project. So this was our project. I will close other project. Okay, so this was our project here, and here is our driver. Okay, so as I told, like where is your driver, you have to give the path of your driver, right? So Selenium should know, okay, where is your driver. So for that we have this step, system.set properties. So once you write the system.set properties, it will give you this option. System.set property, yeah, here. So system.set property, and here you have to give, let's say I'm going to launch this Chrome driver, right? So you have to tell to your Selenium, okay, I'm using like I want to launch this Chrome driver, right? So you have to give the path of this Chrome driver. So this is the code like webdriver.com.driver, and where is your path, right? So path you can get it from here. So let's see, I'm using this Chrome. You have to just go to right click dot properties, and from here you can copy this path, right? And you can put it here into form of string. Okay, system.set property. Okay, so this is Chrome driver and I'm giving the path of driver. Now one more thing, guys, as of now I'm using Mac. So for Mac, user, this Chrome driver .exe is not required. But who is using Windows, for that, like you have to use your code in this way. So the same thing, like system.set property only, and the path you have to, once you will copy your path, right, it will come in like forward slash, double slash, and at the end you have to use this .exe in the who is using window. But in the case of Mac, you don't have to give .exe, so you can set as per your machine. Now okay, so there is no issue as of now, correct? Second thing, I have to use this WebDriver, right? So WebDriver, I will explain you what is WebDriver and what is the Chrome driver. So this new Chrome driver, right? So once you like, who is aware about Java, like, so once you write this line of code, like let's say new Chrome driver, what does it mean? Means it is creating an object of this Chrome driver, right? And why this issue? Okay, because I have to import this Chrome driver. So once I have imported this one, so you can see there is no issue as of now. So as of now, like what I've done, I've just created a class. Inside main method, I just write 2 line of code. Forget about this one because I just commented one. And new Chrome driver means it has created an object of this Chrome driver. Means definitely this Chrome driver is a class. And then what is web driver? You can see here this is web driver, right? Okay. So once you are giving in this way, so means you are giving the reference of this web driver to this Chrome driver. So now here, this Chrome driver is a class and this web driver is an interface. So once you will go, and you will see the architecture of this web driver and the Chrome driver, you will figure it out. This Chrome driver is a class and this web driver is an interface. So that means like whatever the method present inside this web driver, you can directly access with the help of this reference driver, correct? And where I'm going to reference it, I have created this object of a Chrome driver. So it will help to launch our Chrome. So let's see if I'm going to run this line of code, what is happening. Okay, so you can see the Chrome, only the Chrome has been launched, correct? Why? Because I have not written anything apart from this, right? So what I've done, I've just created a method, and inside that I have just set these properties like system.set properties. I have given the path of this Chrome driver, and I have written this web driver equal to new Chrome driver. So this line of code will help to launch our Chrome. That's it. Now, once the Chrome has been launched, then what will be our next goal? So after launching any, the browser, the first thing definitely you are going to search any URL, right? Either let's say if you are going to test the Flipkart application or like any application in your project, so there will definitely a URL, right? So the next step will be I have to access the URL. So with the help of this driver, you can access all method present inside this web driver, Selenium web driver. Okay, so once you write this driver dot, you can see, right, automatic all method is coming, correct? So for launching any URL, like navigating to any URL, what you have to use, either you can use this driver dot navigate or directly get. So let's see, get is there, right? So driver dot get, and which browser I want to launch. So let's say I want to launch this Flipkart. So for Flipkart, so you have to just copy this URL and you have to put it here. Okay, so what I've done, I've just used this driver.get. So this get used to help, navigating to any browser, sorry, any URL, and I just pass the string of that particular website. So what this will do, it will launch your Flipkart. So once you'll go and run this one as a Java application, this time it should launch your Chrome driver first, and then it should navigate to your Flipkart. So you can see the Flipkart has been automatic opened. Now, if you want to, do any experiments, so let's see driver dot quit. So it will driver dot quit, right? So it will help you after launching your browser. This line of code will help you to quit your browser. Second thing, what I can use, driver dot manage dot window dot maximize. So by default, Selenium will launch your browser, like in the smaller tab. So if you want to maximize your window, correct? So for that, you have to use this driver dot manage dot window dot maximize. So like you can play with the like multiple method, whatever the present inside, Selenium. So let's say again, I'm going to run this code. So it's very fast, right? Like it's launch, it's maximized, and it's quiet. So again, I was talking about like thread, like wait time or synchronization, right? In the demo call. So for that, what you have to do, you have to just give, some pause time. So you can see exactly what happening. So let's say I'm giving this thread. Thread.sleep, and let's say I want to pause for 5 seconds at least. So 5,000 and okay. So you have to give either throw, catch, or surround. Okay. So try catch or throw declaration. So let's say I'm going to use this throw declaration. And okay, so what it will do, it will once it will be maximize your window. After that, the driver will wait for 5 seconds at least. So run as Java application, and let's see what's happening. It's launch Flipkart is maximized, and now it's waiting. So you can see it's not quit yet. After 5 seconds, it's quit. So that's how, like, like you can play with the all command. So this was, like first Selenium code, like anybody like who start like, the just Selenium. So this is the first line of set of code, like they have to like be aware about that thing. So this was, the first way of launching your Chrome. Second thing, if you want to launch your Firefox. So in the same way, what you have to do, instead of giving this path, you have to give the path of Gecko driver, right? I told you like this Gecko driver has been used for Firefox. So for that, again, you have, in the same way, you have to set the path of this Gecko driver. So what I will do, I will comment this line for the Chrome. And what I have done as of now, I have set the path of Gecko driver. And this path I can copy from here. From properties, and you can copy from here. And you can paste it here. Okay. So what I've done, I've said as of now, before it was Chrome driver. So now I have set the path of Gecko driver. So the same way, you have to comment this line, and now I have to refer this driver with the Firefox driver. So as of now, this Chrome driver, right? So I have to refer with the Firefox. So let's see it, now it's it like this driver has the reference of this Firefox driver. So this time, instead of launching Chrome, it should launch the Firefox. It will navigate to this URL. After that, it will maximize your window. Then it will wait for 5 seconds, and it will quit your browser. So let's see, once we'll give the execution. Okay, so this time it launched actually Firefox. I guess you people not see how you can get it, like confirm is Firefox or Chrome. So again, I will give the execution. So you can see here at the down, it is the Firefox has been launched, and after that it will quit. So it's quit the Firefox here, correct? So this is the okay. So this is the simple code of launching your Firefox or Chrome, correct? Now there is an like sometimes like once you start your like you will work into your real life project. So that time what you will like you will face some issue with this driver, whatever this Chrome driver or Gecko driver you have installed, right, or download. So sometimes in the future you will get some issue like your driver is not supporting with your browsers, because initially I have shown you this one, right? 1 second. Okay, so once I shown you this Chrome driver, right? Download Chrome driver. Okay, so there are multiple version of Chrome driver available, right? So in the future, sometimes what will happen? Your Chrome, let's say, got updated. So that time, the current version of the driver which you have installed or download, it will not like it will stop working, and it is very annoying, right? In the like once you start working on your real life project. So that time it is like very like challenging to every time like updating your driver, or sometimes it is not supporting, all right. So for that also I have one solution. Okay, so for that this driver at all it is not required. So how we can achieve that one? So for that what I will do, I will create again a new method, or I will just comment as of now this line of code. Okay, so I have commented everything, and again I will start writing from the fresh code. Okay, so that time you will see I will not require this setting this the path of this driver and all at all. It will not required at all. So how you can do? So with the help of this web driver manager, you can do it. So again, what is this web driver manager? I will tell you 1 second. Okay, so you have to download, the install this web driver manager. So for that, what you do, you have to copy this dependency and you have to put into your form. So let's say I put it, and from where you can get this dependency, I will tell you. So web driver, this one, you have to search this one, web driver manager. Second. Okay, so what you have to search here, you have to search web driver Selenium Maven dependency. So web driver manager. So you can see, right, this web driver manager Maven dependency. So you can copy from here, and what you have to do, you have to paste it. So I have done the same thing. What I've done, like I've just copied that dependency and I have put into my form.xml of our project. Okay, so once you will do it, let's say I'm saving this one. So where was our project? Selenium Maven project. Okay, so you can see in the Maven dependency, it will reflect. Once I will save this one, it has reflected here, right? So this dependency has been added. Now, once this dependency will be added, what you have to do? Selenium Maven. Okay, so web driver manager, this test Java. Okay, so you again, I'm just copying few code from here. Just removing this. Okay, so again, as of now, like in the previous code, what I have told you, like you have to give the path of your driver, right? But in this like code, I will not set the path of that Chrome driver. And what you have to do, you have to just write this line: web driver manager dot Chrome driver dot setup. Okay, and once you will do it, like it will set up the Chrome driver, and after that you can directly use this using this other code, like web driver other like code is the common. So web driver equal to new Chrome drivers, it will help you to launch your Chrome driver, right? Again, if you want to launch this Flipkart, what you have to do, you have to give the URL of this Flipkart web this driver.get and Flipkart. Then after launching this, what you want to do, let's say you want to maximize your window, correct? So let's see, for maximizing, again you have to write the same code. You have maximize the window. Then if you want to wait, so thread.sleep, and let's say I'm giving 5 seconds again, and after that driver.quit. Okay, so what it this line of code will do, so you, with the help of this web driver manager, now this Chrome driver and Gecko driver is not required at all. Okay, because I'm not giving the path of this Gecko driver. You can delete this folder also, that again it will work. And after that, what it will do, it will launch your Chrome, then it will navigate to this Flipkart, then it will maximize your window, then it will wait for 5 seconds, and at the end it will quit your browser. So let's see. I see I'm give to run. So you can see it's working, right? And it's quit your browser. So this time this driver is not required at all. So it is very helpful into your real life project. And like in the future, you don't have to require driver at all. So you don't have to bother about the version of driver at all. So yeah, so that's all about today, because I have shown you like there are like multiple way to launching this browser. So again, you have to if you want to do for the Firefox, right? So again, you can use the same line of code, and instead of this setting this Chrome driver setup, what you have to do, you have to use this Firefox. So web driver manager dot web driver manager dot Firefox driver something there. So you can see this Firefox driver. So what it will do, it will help to set up this Firefox, and then again web driver equal to new. Here you have to give this Firefox driver. Web driver Firefox driver. Okay, so this time we should launch your Firefox. Simple, right? You can see the Firefox has been launched, and it will close after some time. So it's closed it. Okay, so yeah, that's all guys. So any question till now, like any confusion, or if you want to ask anything?
Can you please give a quick recap what has been done in today's session? I joined a bit
Sorry.
late.
Okay, you have joined late.
Yeah, I just need a quick recap, like what has been given in today's session.
Okay, so like yesterday also I had a demo session. So had you joined yesterday?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So yesterday you are already there. So today, like we have not discussed much things. So simply like I have shown the local setup thing. So in the local setup things, like what I've done. One second. Okay, so like whatever the things required in the local setup. So let's see, like Java installation, we require this Eclipse and this Maven. So from where you can get this Maven plugin and this TestNG plugin. So TestNG plugin today is not required. In the future it will require. So this was the local setup only we have discussed. And after that, like I started creating this Maven project, how to create a Maven project. So for creating a Maven project, you have to go to this file, new, and you can file, new, and this project. And after project, you can find this Maven option here. So once you create this Maven project, you have to go to the next, and here you have to give the path, set the path, like from like where you want to put this Maven. You have to go to next, and here you have to select some artifact ID, so it will reflect. Okay, so from here you have to select this Maven quick start Maven. Maven quick start. Yeah, so you have to select anyone, this one. You have to go next. You can give any name. So let's say I'm using demo1, and you have to finish it. So once you'll do it, it will help you to create a Maven project. You can see a demo, right? So after that, in the same way, I have created initially this project, and then you have to create a okay. So after that, what I've done, I like told them how you can launch your this Chrome or Firefox. So this is the like another way of to launching a Chrome, like you using your web driver manager. And previously you have to use this Chrome driver and the Firefox driver, sorry, Gecko driver. So for with the web driver manager, that is not at all required. But if you want to use that one, I have one project as well. 1 second.
Yeah, thanks, Suman. This time I will.
Okay, fine. So till now, like I have discussed that one only. So any
Yeah.
question like till now in the web driver manager or the Chrome driver or anything? Other folks also, like if you have any question. Okay, fine. Then like if you don't have question for the today session, then fine. Like any question like at the as a open platform, like I'm done from for the today class. So I will okay. So I have recorded this session as well. Okay. So if you want to access like I will share a link. You can access direct live. I will upload at some YouTube channel. Okay. So from there you can directly access that one. And I will share the link as well, like the YouTube link. So from there you can access this video also in the future if you require. Okay. So any question? Okay, if not, then should we roll off? Okay, guys, then thank you so much. And like you just do the your local setup and all. And if you like in the future also, like if you're getting any issue in the local setup and all, I will share a Facebook group link. Okay, so from there, like you can post your any open question, and we will try to figure out like what is the issue, or if like what are the member there, they can also help you out. So it's kind of common discussion platform, and really easy to learn each other, like each and everything, and know each other as well. Okay, so fine. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thanks, Suman. Bye bye.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye bye.
Thank you.